Welcome back to my webpage. We are in the midst of our first snow of the season. We're approaching Thanksgiving, and let me take this opportunity to wish all of our families, staff, and community members the very happiest Thanksgiving and the remainder of the Christmas, New Year, and holiday season. Hopefully I'll be back up with an update prior to that. I know at our last update I promised to get back on the achievement trail and best practices of teaching and learning that we implement here at BBHHS. And I'm going to use part of today to do that, but I also want to take a brief moment to remind everyone that it is the bad weather season. We want to make sure all of our student drivers, particularly those who are driving in the inclement weather for the first time, really use caution and care, maintain safe distances, make sure you drive at appropriate speeds, always stay focused on the roads, always wear your seatbelts, and always be considerate, not only on the road, but in our parking lots. Parents, we ask for your patience. Sometimes the snow piles up and spots and lines get blurred. We do our very best. So please be safe during the bad weather in Northeast Ohio. Also, we are moving all of our events and activities indoors. We're coming from the fall season, and we're moving indoors. And we are so proud of the spirit that our student body shows for its support for all of our student athletes, teams, events, and organizations. As we move indoors, your behavior as an audience and a fan base becomes magnified. So we would like to just make sure that everybody understands that we always expect mutually respectful behavior. We cheer for the Bees, not against our opponents. We don't boo, we don't demonstrate unsportsmanlike conduct. We want to be the example that other schools seek to emulate. So we're looking forward to great seasons by all of our teams. Go Bees. Okay, now back to our work around student learning and the building of records. There is so much, but one of the things that I'm going to start with by saying is that every time we look at student achievement, we always unpack the student. We go back and learn that student's story. That story is contained in the records that the school district keeps. Those records are in every student's permanent record. We go back to the early ability testing that is conducted in the first, second, and third grades, and that gives us an indication of what level that student is capable of operating at. There's all kind of scores and all kind of data that go with it, but pretty much it basically says, here's what each student can do. On our end at BBHHS, we go through the OAA and we go through the OGT, and those are all minimum expectations, which kind of outline some advanced, accelerated, and advanced scores, but never really tell us exactly what a student can do beyond a scale score. To the exit end, which is our ACT and SAT. So our goal as educators should be that every student's ability is reflected in consistent performance across their educational experiences on this exit end, these SAT and ACT scores. So if we were to make this a tightrope or a parallelogram of some kind, we'd be looking for the straightest line. Actually, we'd be looking for that line to trend up from here to here. We certainly don't want to go from here to here. And we certainly don't want our tightrope to look like the letter U, where we have sagging performance that does not speak consistently to a student's ability. So to do that, we follow 4 questions in our professional learning communities. What do we want students to know? How do we know they know it? What do we do if they don't get it? And what do we do if they already know it? I will come back in our next update and tell you about one of the really incredibly awesome tools that are allowing our teachers to do the best work that we could ever expect for them to do. We're proud of them, and we'll talk about what they're doing in our next update. Happy Thanksgiving. Go Bees, and get better every day.